My name is Tara Ross, and in just a couple of weeks, along with 14 pretty amazing individuals, I get to travel to Swaziland, Africa. This will be my 4th time going, and so it's become a bit of sacred ground for me, but you may never even have heard of the country of Swaziland before. It's this tiny little country tucked into the country of South Africa, and even though it's small, it has some pretty big titles. Swaziland has the highest rate of HIV/AIDS in the world. There are 200,000 orphaned and vulnerable children in a population of less than 1 million people. A generation of adults have died from the disease. It is one of the 5 poorest countries in the world. As we speak, it is experiencing an historic drought of these epic, impossible proportions. Herds of livestock are dying. Crops that need to be planted for food, they can't be planted, they can't be harvested. It's a challenging place to live. But what Swaziland does have, and I know it because I've seen it with my own eyes, is they have the most beautiful, amazing, and resilient children. And that is why we go. There's this little piece of land, it's called the Mkombokati Care Point, and we started partnering with this area in 2007, and now we have 200 kids that walk, some of them for a long time, many, many miles, every day. They come for food, they come to be seen, they come to be accounted for, to be known and to be loved, and they come for a place to be able to be discipled, for a place to process their grief. And so we get to go and show up and hug and love these kids and do whatever it is that we can to just make their little lives a little easier. And that is where we need your help. This morning, you and I got up, took a shower, used some soap, brushed our teeth with some toothpaste, washed our face maybe with some kind of cloth, used some deodorant, put in some underwear, some socks, picked out what shoes we wanted to wear. That was probably something we gave no thought at all to. But every single one of those things is not something that these children, especially the ones that are heading their own households, take for granted. A stick of deodorant and a toothbrush is literally a gift. And these are gifts that we want to give them. We want to bring every child, or purchase for every child, a hygiene kit. We want to give them multiple pairs of underwear. We want to give them a couple pairs of socks. We want to give them shoes. They need these shoes to be able to be admitted into school every day, and they are just worn through. We want to wash their feet, literally, and put a new pair of shoes on every single one of those precious little feet. For the teenage girls, once a month, things can get tricky in terms of hygiene and challenging to live life. And we want to bring them each multiple reusable pads and teach them how to use them so they don't have to worry about going to school and doing what they have to do as part of their families, is whatever they have to do in order to live during that time of the month. So we're asking for your help. We're asking for $10 or $100 or whatever it is that you feel like you can give to help us, to partner with us, to help these kids think a little bit less about just surviving and allow them to think a little bit more about thriving. So on behalf of this team and this entire ministry of people dedicated to this community, thank you for considering helping, and thank you for your generosity.